Disclaimer. This video is for educational and documentary purposes only. It is based on publicly available information about the 1984 Goler Clan case. Viewer discretion is advised due to sensitive content. Nothing in this video is meant to defame or harm any individual or community. This channel does not promote violence, abuse, or any illegal activity. Our goal is awareness, education, and responsible storytelling. Deep in the forgotten wilderness of Nova Scotia, beyond the winding dirt roads, the silent pine forests, and the mist-covered hills, lies a story so dark, so hidden, and so disturbing that when it finally surfaced in 1984, it shocked an entire nation. This is the story of the Goler Clan, a family trapped in generations of poverty, isolation, and abuse, where the outside world rarely entered and their twisted secrets never left. Tonight, we uncover Canada's most disturbing and tightly hidden true crime case, one that exposes how silence, isolation, and systemic neglect allowed unimaginable horrors to unfold on South Mountain. This is the 1984 Goler Clan case. South Mountain, Nova Scotia, looked peaceful from a distance. Rolling green hills, thick woods, and a landscape untouched by modern life. But deeper into the forest, the beauty faded. Shacks built from rotting timber leaned into the wind. Rusted cars sat frozen in place, swallowed by weeds. Inside the cabins, no electricity, no running water, no insulation, just darkness, damp wood, and generations of hardship. For decades, the Goler clan lived here, far removed from towns, schools, churches, and the world beyond the treeline. This isolation didn't just keep people out, kept secrets in. The Goler family was large, spreading across cousins, siblings, parents, uncles, and aunts, many sharing the same bloodline repeatedly. Poverty trapped them, lack of education silenced them, and distance from society concealed their reality. In this forgotten enclave of South Mountain, the concepts of boundaries and protection had been worn away. Over decades, incest became normalized, passed down as quietly as family recipes. Neighbors suspected something was wrong. Teachers noticed the children's strange behavior. But every time concerns were raised, the mountain swallowed the truth, until one child finally broke free. In late 1984, a 14-year-old Goler girl arrived at school looking pale, exhausted, and terrified. Her teacher noticed marks on her arms, and a sadness she could no longer hide. When gently questioned, the girl hesitated. Then her eyes filled with tears. Her voice barely above a whisper. She revealed the truth. It happens every night. It's normal there. But I don't want it anymore. Her confession unleashed a storm that would rip South Mountain open. Police and child protection workers assembled a team. They had heard rumors, but nothing prepared them for what they were about to see. Officers drove their vehicles through rugged forest paths, wheels sliding in mud, branches scraping against the glass. Felt less like a police operation and more like entering another world. When they finally reached the Goler homes, they were stunned. Shacks with collapsing roofs, mattresses blackened with mold, children staring silently, fearful of strangers, adults unfazed by the sudden presence of law enforcement. Inside the cabins, investigators found the unthinkable, a structure of normalized abuse, multiple adults, multiple victims, generations deeply intertwined in ways no one could imagine. As children were interviewed one by one, the pattern became horrifyingly clear. The abuse was constant, the family structure was tangled, and it had gone on for decades. After weeks of evidence gathering, over a dozen Goler adults were arrested. Fathers, uncles, cousins, and even some mothers who had allowed or participated in the abuse. Media attention exploded. Canada was horrified. How could this happen in a developed country? How could an entire family remain hidden in plain sight? During interrogations, some Golers confessed casually, as if describing daily chores. Others denied everything, even blaming the children. Some insisted the behavior was tradition. A few couldn't understand why the police were even there. The case was worse than anyone expected. Courtrooms were packed as the Goler trials began. Prosecutors presented testimony from children ranging from small kids to teens. Their statements were heartbreaking, delivered through tears, pauses, and trembling voices. Medical examinations confirmed long-term abuse. Evidence from the cabins reinforced the horrifying pattern. Some defendants confessed again in court. Others claimed innocence. But the truth was undeniable. In the end, multiple Golers were convicted. Sentences ranged from 1 to 7 years. Several children were permanently removed from the mountain. The story became a symbol of systemic failure. Canada asked itself, how did no one see this? How was this allowed to continue for generations? How many signs were ignored? The Goler children were placed in foster homes, therapy programs, and protective facilities. Some adjusted and rebuilt their lives. Others carried deep emotional scars, traumas that would shape them for decades. The mountain itself slowly returned to silence. Cabins collapsed into the soil. Nature reclaimed the paths. The Goler homestead became a ghost of what once hid there. But the case left behind a lasting impact. Social workers reviewed their procedures. Awareness of rural neglect increased. Canada confronted the dark reality of hidden communities. The 1984 Goler Clan case remains one of the most chilling in Canadian history. Proof that isolation can hide unspeakable darkness, and that the bravest voices often come from the youngest among us. The Goler Clan story is not just a crime case. It is a warning, a reminder that silence can be deadly, that isolation can breed monsters, and that children, no matter how hidden, how small, or how forgotten, deserve protection, dignity, and hope. This has been the true crime documentary of the 1984 Goler Clan, one of the darkest chapters in Canada true crime history. Thank you so much for watching this documentary. If you found value in this video, please take a second to support the channel. Hit the like button, drop a comment, and share your thoughts below. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next true crime deep dive. Your support helps us create more powerful stories like this. Thanks again for watching. Stay safe, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next episode.